From the studios of NBC 12 and ABC 25, this is Good Morning Jacksonville at 6:30.
We are continuing to follow breaking news at 6:30. A woman and several dogs are dead after a house fire on the north side near the College Park area. It happened along Murtis Road. Right now, we don't know yet what started this fire, and there's no word on if any foul play is involved. We are live at the scene. Lisa Robbins is talking to firefighters, trying to find out more about what happened. She'll have another update at 6:45.
It's 6:30 now. Time now for your big three in 60 seconds. First, one officer we know is dead. Another's in the hospital after being shot in San Diego overnight. Residents are being told to stay indoors. So far, one person is in custody, but there's still an active search for other suspects.
Number two, Hillary Clinton has made history. She is now officially the first U.S. woman to win a major party's nomination for the presidency. Today, she heads off on a bus tour through two battleground states, Ohio and Pennsylvania.
And number three, you can help to make a difference for families in need today right here on the First Coast. We are live at the St. John's Town Center stuffing the bus with school supplies. If you want to help, you can stop by the Target parking lot or donate online at firstcoastnews.com.
All right, yeah, I brought lots of water, so you bring the school supplies, I'll bring the water. My big three, we're heading to triple digits for the second straight day for the first time in 6 years, but it's great. Even when you live here in the hottest days, we got these beautiful sunrises and sunsets. We're talking about 6:44 a.m., so share those. Sunrise in 13 short minutes. And here was yesterday from St. Augustine. A few wispy clouds out there doing the trick. Now today, there's that 3-degree guarantee high of 101. We'll be ready for that. We'll stuff the bus. A late day storm or two could pop again, though, like yesterday. So we do have some relief in the forecast. So it's about school supplies and sunshine, breaking the old record set in 1875. But I find relief, needed rain back in that 7-day forecast coming up. And first now, let's go to Katie Jeffries in the VyStar Credit Union Traffic Center.
Thanks, Mike. Your time is 6:32, so let's talk about those roadways. We got three things going on. First, one southbound lane is open here at 301 and I-10. So that lane is reopened. You still might see some officers in the area, so be careful there, but you can use 301 southbound again. This is the structure fire we were talking about at the top of the show. It's at Murtis and Gladwine Road. You might still smell some smoke in those neighborhoods as you're waking up this morning. That is why, and we're going to have an update from Lisa at 6:45. Also, not too far from there on Lim Turner southbound at 295, might see the right lane there still blocked underneath that overpass by a crash that happened earlier this morning. Back to you, Keitha.
Thanks, Katie. And right now, police are hoping someone comes forward with information after a brazen shooting near the University of Florida Wednesday night. Officers say someone shot and killed a 36-year-old man who was holding a baby girl in his arms at the time that he was shot and killed. The baby and one other person were shot as well, but both are expected to recover. So far, no arrests have been made.
New this morning, more claims of speech plagiarism, this time from the Republican side. Donald Trump Jr. is accusing President Obama of using a phrase from his RNC speech. Take a listen.
There's so much work to do. We will not accept the current state of our country because it's too hard to change. That's not the America I know.
Just the fanning of resentment and blame and anger and hate. And that is not the America I know.
Trump Jr. took to Twitter to ask where the outrage was about that phrase. We did look at old speeches and found that the president has used the phrase, the America I know, in several of his past speeches.
Meanwhile, Melania Trump's professional website has been taken down. This comes after questions were raised about whether she actually graduated from a university in Slovenia with a degree in architecture. A book about her life claims that she dropped out to pursue modeling. Mrs. Trump responded on Twitter saying her website was removed because it does not accurately reflect her current interests.
New details now in a fight between the St. John's Riverkeeper and the Army Corps of Engineers. A lawsuit over dredging is now moving to federal court. The Riverkeeper withdrew its challenge to a state permit to deepen the river. It's now taking the challenge higher up. The Army Corps' plan would deepen 13 miles of the river to allow larger ships to pass through the ports in Jacksonville. But the Riverkeeper is worried about the environmental impacts that could have.
Two North Carolina teenagers are finally home after a terrifying ordeal while vacationing in Florida. 18-year-old Jansen Tabor and 15-year-old Cameron were struck by lightning while walking along the beach in Clearwater. Miraculously, 3 people who knew CPR, they ran to the teen's rescue. Though Cameron can't remember anything that happened, he knows that they saved his life.
I remember running and then waking up in the sand, not being able to move both my legs.
I was crying. But I just gave a lot of thanks. I know our family was thankful, and we know without them, he may not be here today.
Now, Cameron, he still has some difficulty walking, but as you can imagine, both boys are simply happy to be alive. Wow. Well, happening today, we're doing something really exciting and needed in our community.
We're helping to stuff a school bus full of supplies for families in need. Our Lindsay Boach has been out live all morning long. She has more on what you need to know. Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, good morning, Katie and Keitha. Yes, we are at the St. John's Town Center. We are right by the Ross store, famous footwear, kind of by Target as well, kind of in that corner. I mean, it's a huge yellow school bus. I don't think that you'll miss it when you come out to the town center to drop off your donations for Stuff the Bus. We're partnering up with the United Way of Northeast Florida to collect school supplies for kids in need. And joining me now is Keto Porter. First of all, tell me a little bit about why you guys are doing this today.
So this is important to make sure that all of our teachers and our schools have the needed supplies when kids are coming into school. So we want to make sure that they're equipped to have a successful year and make sure that the teachers, like I said, have what they need when they identify kids that are in need.
Because every year they dip into their own pockets, into their own funds to help some of these students. So the need is great.
Oh, the need is huge. And speaking with some of the teachers and principals, it could be as much as $400 that many of these teachers are spending out of their own pockets. And we want to make sure that we value the teachers and we know how hard they work. We want to make sure that they have what they need without having to spend as much in the classroom.
Now, who will benefit from these school supplies that will be donated today?
Yes, so we have the ability to reach approximately 58,000 children through our Achievers for Life program at full service schools. So it is wide verse, and we're really looking forward to making sure that we stuff this bus. As you can see right now, it's empty, but by 7 o'clock, we want to make sure that this bus is filled from the bottom to the top.
That's right. We will be out here until 7 o'clock tonight. So whatever you're doing throughout the day, make sure you drop off your donations. We even have a little bit of an incentive for you, and we'll talk about that coming up in about 15 minutes. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Lindsay. Looks like it's already starting to be a hot morning out there for everybody.
Yeah.
Still ahead is something that Florida baseball fans very excited about. Why tonight could be history making for the Miami Marlins.
Plus, why the Jacksonville Jaguars are getting a crash course on the Zika virus. It is now 37 minutes past the hour on this Friday morning, and we will be right back. And welcome back at 40 minutes past the hour. Here's what you can watch on ABC 25 tonight at 8, Shark Tank, followed by an all-new episode of What Would You Do at 9. Then at 10, a fearless mother teams up with an investigative reporter to help track down an accused killer on an all-new 2020. Then be sure to stay with us for First Coast News at 11.
Good morning. Yes, Keitha here in the house, Katie and the Katie's commuters, and a happy Friday. Good morning from Big Ben on Pet Friendly Friday. This tells the weather story. Yeah, find our cool spots and make sure their pets and our pets do too. Look at that, nice soaking in that pool. Doesn't get much better today. We're talking about our second consecutive 100-degree day. We haven't done that since June of 2010. As we take a look, I found relief. Wait, I did. You got to go to Rio de Janeiro. It's a reminder, 1 week from today, the Olympics. They're waking up with 60s this morning and some cooling rain showers in Brazil. Here's the Brazil coastline here, it's rotating in with an area of low pressure as we head through the evening. So we'll continue to watch Rio's weather and the Olympics 1 week from today and keep those cool thoughts. Boy, we're talking 101 for your pool forecast, UV index of 11, heat index of 107. But wait, we still have a beautiful day. And as we head through the weekend, we can keep our plans, but why you'll have to keep a closer eye to the sky by late day. Now let's get to Katie's commuters. It's Katie time in the VyStar Credit Union Traffic Center.
Thank you, Mike. Your time is 6:41, so let's take a look here at I-95 near University. Whether you are traveling northbound or southbound on 95 right now, it looks pretty nice, which is great to be able to see. Now, a heads up, tomorrow and throughout the weekend, 95 southbound, the exit there to Union Street near downtown will be closed. It's going to start at 6 a.m., so if you need to use that exit instead, you'll be routed off at Kings to Myrtle, then to Union. But overall, so far your traffic this morning on your major interstates has been pretty good. No problems on 95, no big issues on 295, and no big issues on I-10 at the moment. Back to you, Keitha.
Thanks for that, Katie. Well, the countdown is on. The new Harry Potter book will be released in just hours. Folks are revved up about this one, how it's already breaking records before it even hits the shelves. Plus, we have a live look right now for you in the College Park area where we know a fire has claimed the life of one woman and her pets. The state fire marshal is also on the scene. We're going to have an update. Lisa Robbins is on scene. We'll have that coming up for you in just a moment. Your time now is 6:42. We'll be right back. We're following breaking news at this hour. A woman and pets are dead after a house of fire claims a home and their lives there in the College Park area.
Yeah, JSO homicide on scene of a fire on Murtis Road. It's in the College Park area. Our Lisa Robbins is there. She joins us live with the latest developments. Lisa.
Yeah, Katie, Keitha, well, about 5 minutes ago, the fire department showed up again, and that's because there's a hot spot inside this mobile home. They're investigating. I want to make sure that this fire does not reignite. Now, for those of you just waking up with us this morning, 2:45, firefighters got a call about this mobile home fire. When they put the flames out, they found a woman and several dogs dead inside. The cause under investigation at this time. I just spoke with the woman's neighbors. They say they spoke to her every single morning. They're not sure if she lived alone, but they tell me that she had 2 dogs and several puppies that she was trying to sell. Just a tragic situation. People here in the neighborhood very, very shocked. But again, the cause unknown at this time, and it could be a little while before firefighters clear this scene. Investigators have not released any information to us about this victim, but the neighbors say they believe she might have been in her 30s or her 40s. Of course, as soon as we get new info on scene, we will be the first to let you know. We're live in the city's north side. Lisa Robbins, First Coast News.
Thanks for that, Lisa. Let's get you up to speed now in our power block of news.
First, Hillary Clinton has inked her name into history after officially accepting a major party's nomination for the presidency.
We've reached a milestone in our nation's march toward a more perfect union. The first time that a major party has nominated a woman for president.
She assured the crowd that she'd be a steady leader for the challenges that lie ahead. Coming up on the Today Show at 7 a.m., what she had to say in the biggest speech of her life, plus Donald Trump's fiery response.
Well, this morning, a Jacksonville widow was pleading for answers in her husband's death. It's been 1 year since police found the remains of Navy Chief Kevin Williams in a wooded area on Jacksonville's south side. It's still a mystery how he died and why. Police don't suspect foul play, but his wife argues that a healthy man does not just drop dead in the woods.
The Jacksonville Jaguars are getting educated on the Zika virus. We've learned the NFL has notified each team about concerns over the mosquito-borne illness. The league wants the players and the team's medical staff to know the general information on how it's spread and how to keep an eye on symptoms.
All right, we're keeping an eye on the sky for sure. Right now, joining us is meteorologist Mike Prangley. It is going to be another hot one out there for sure.
But we're just tweeting, we got stuff the bus. It's going to be the best day of the year. I mean, it's such a highlight, helping over 80 schools in Duval County.
Right.
And I brought towels, water. I'm going to,
You're prepped. Water. You're ready to go.
All ready to go. And
yes.
If you want to stay in your air-conditioned car, we got you covered too. I'll run up to the car.
We'll come to you.
Or you can meet me at Barnes & Noble. I'm the guy in the yellow shorts, and I'll
and
take
the
the
yellow
supplies
bow
over there. We take a look at the big picture. We take a look at a beautiful day. There's our sunrise, and there it is, just peeking right over the horizon. So yes, happy Friday, everybody. You made it. And as we head through the weekend, today, the hottest day. Boy, since yesterday, we hit 101, so it'll be our second straight day. This would break the old record of 100 set in 1875. I can't remember the last time I forecasted a record-breaking day that set a record over 140 years old. Now, we take a look at some changes. We will see an isolated late-day storm today, but notice over the weekend, keep your plans, but keep an eye to the sky late day. I do think we'll have a better chance of at least a couple pop-up storms to track on radar, especially on Sunday. Mainly late day, temperatures mid to upper 90s. So as we break it down, there's the timing on the storms over the weekend, 30% chance Saturday, 40% Sunday, and a little better on Sunday. 96 has never felt so cool. So here's the transition. Big heat dome finally weakens, and then we've got an upper level low moving toward Florida, so that'll help bring in a little bit more moisture as we head through the weekend. Tropical tracker, we do have some help from Africa. Couple disturbances moving to the west, and I do think it's heading toward the Gulf. Very disorganized, but we will see some of the moisture from the systems as we head into the middle and end of next week. So here it is. Great weekend on the way, increasing showers and storms through the week, and check it out, some tropical moisture by next Wednesday with highs only in the low 90s. Make sure you have your weather app, download that to keep you and your family safe ahead of those pop-up storms later today. Now it's Katie's Commuters and the ViStar Credit Union Traffic Center.
Thanks, Mike. Your time is 6:49, so let's get right to it out there on your roadways. US 301 southbound back open right now at I-10 after we had a crash with injuries there this morning, so that shouldn't cause you problems in the Baldwin area anymore. This is where our Lisa is at Murtis and Gladwin Road. Watch out for firefighters and investigators. I know that's a neighborhood, so not a lot of traffic impacted by that, but still, if you're traveling through there, do be careful. Very slow due to congestion right now at 295 near Old St. Augustine as you make your way towards I-95. But 95 itself looks great coming out of St. Johns County, and no problems to report right now on JTB driving in from the beaches either. Back to you.
Thanks, Katie. It's 50 minutes past the hour. Time now to give you your top stories before you head out of the door. We have a story that's making international headlines. A 7-year-old girl is dead after an elephant threw a rock at her at a Moroccan zoo. It happened while she was posing for a photo. A spokesperson says this is simply a rare accident because the elephant's enclosure is up to standard and the rock had to fly over a fence and a ditch to reach that girl.
Wow. It was one of the biggest murder mysteries in the nation, the disappearance of Chandra Levy. The prosecutors have now dropped the case against the man previously convicted of killing her. Now, Guimar Deek was granted a new trial, but prosecutors feel they can no longer prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt.
A JSO officer is still on the job this morning despite a domestic violence arrest, a suicide attempt, and a history of stalking allegations. Sergeant Chad Collier, a 20-year veteran with the department, on Tuesday he heads back to court to face new allegations of domestic violence. First Kiss News reached out to Sergeant Collier by phone. He hung up without comment.
The family of Daniel Rowe has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the owners of Blind Rabbit. Rowe was shot and killed during a robbery while he was taking out the trash last July. The lawsuit claims there was a lack of security measures despite ongoing criminal activity in the area. His fiancée is also suing for emotional distress. Harry Potter fans, raise your wands. The highly anticipated continuation of J.K. Rowling's beloved franchise slated to hit store shelves at midnight. But this morning, it's already breaking records. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is the top pre-order for both Amazon and Barnes & Noble, beating out Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. That was actually released in 2007.
I remember that. I covered it, and folks went nuts about that one. All right, an incredible moment could happen at the Miami Marlins home game tonight. Beloved player Ichiro Suzuki is closing in on 3,000 hits. He only needs 2 more hits to reach that milestone. Tune in to First Coast Sports tonight with the results.
Hey, good morning, guys. We are live at the St. John's Town Center, and we are stuffing the bus this morning. We are collecting school supplies for the kids of Duval County. We are partnering up with United Way of Northeast Florida, and we just got a donation of some notebooks, some paper. We have a few backpacks that are out here as well, but we obviously need more. We need to stuff this bus today, so we will be out here until 7 o'clock. If you're looking for us, we're in the Ross parking lot. So the main drag over there of the Town Center Parkway is right down that way, and you just turn on in here near Petco, near Target, near DSW, and you can't miss this huge yellow school bus. So we are helping more than 58,000 kids who need school supplies this year. These school supplies will go to their teachers, who sometimes have to dig into their pockets and sometimes spend up to $400 a year of their own money to help out the kids in their classrooms. 87 schools in Duval County will benefit from this today. So it's a great program to come and donate to. And also, maybe you need a little bit more of an incentive to donate. We have these coupons, too, for Adventure Landing. You get a free round of putt-putt golf, and that's where we find Curtis Dvorak this morning, and he's got a little bit more. How's it going, Curtis?
Hey, what's happening? Yeah, that's right. We're out here at Adventure Landing, just getting a little, little golf practice in. I got inspired by being at the Jacksonville Amateur Championship. I got to get my game in line. But yeah, folks, stuff the bus. Get out there, bring your supplies to the bus. Oh, dang it. And you're going to get a free mini golf. Come on, come on. Go to your home. Go to your home. Are you too good for your home? Oh, anyway, you get to come out here and play mini golf at Adventure Landing. That's a 2. And bring some stuff, man. The kids the kids who don't have these supplies, they need you out there. So get to Target, get to wherever you get your school supplies, bring them to the town center today. Lindsay's out there. We're gonna have people out there all day that you can stuff that bus because school's coming back soon. But I got to get my game in line. This is not acceptable. 2s are not acceptable. Do you get relief from this? I don't know what the official rules are, but I think you get a putter length there. Anyway, we're gonna do that. But yeah, folks, stuff the bus all day out at the town center. Make sure you get out there. What?
Oh.
What are you doing? Get in the hole.
Oh, man. The boys don't like being yelled at, Curtis. There's tip number
Here's Chubb's
one.
hand.
Did it just go to the wall?
Here's Chubb's hand.
Oh. Sorry, Curtis. I like your pants. Does that count?
Yeah,
Pants are fabulous.
Just tap it in.
All right, Mike, what's going on out there?
Stuff the bus. We're ready
Yes.
to head out there to the town. It's already busy. We're getting great tweets out there, and I want to thank our loyal viewers sending in those pet-friendly pictures. So Gina sent in her dogs. They watch us every morning. See? As we take a look at the big picture, here it is. Boom. July goes out with a little boom, but we keep our weekend plans. Just keep an eye to the sky for late day storms both Saturday and Sunday. And a little more manageable. We'll go from 101 today to 96 Sunday, and next week only near 90 with much needed rain. So August comes in a bit stormy.
Getting you out the door. We've had some accidents this morning. Right now, it looks like the majority of those have started to clear up. JTB looks great for those of you jumping on JTB. Anything happens after the show, tweeting #Katie's Commuters.
All right, remember today is the first open practice for the Jags for all of you fans out there. But remember, you need to pre-register. You can do that. Find out information on it on our website at firstcoastnews.com. Also, we'll all be out there at the St. John's Town Center today, all day long. So please come out and help us stuff the bus. You'll be helping 58,000 kids in our community. How awesome is that?
Mike and I are 8 to 10, and you're what, 10 to 12?
Somewhere around there. Sounds about right. Yeah.
We'll see you out there. Can't wait to meet you.
Have a great one. Thank you. Wait, let me fix that tie. Come on, Mike. Ugh, my mom's gonna be mad. She always gets upset when your tie's out of place and I didn't fix it. Everyone's trying to stay cool.
Everyone, every day.
Everyone, including this little guy right here.
The toxic algae bloom that is invading South Florida. It's happened here before on the First Coast, and it could happen again.